Let's go! Woo! Welcome to another Crowncast, people out there in the real world. Welcome to this amazing 11th episode of what everyone loves to hear. It's me talking to you. You listen. You listen, me talk. We are going back to the Stone Age of talking. No, not Stone Age. Before that, isn't it? We going back to the beginning of the humankind, when we used like stones and flintstones and killed mammoths and whatever we killed. We killed them all. That's the definition of being human. Kill everything. No, it's not, but I don't know what the kind of mood I am today, but I'm guessing it can be a bit off the walls. I mean, I've been thinking about stuff recently just because I just do that, and that's what I'm going to do. So, I've been trying to really come up with what else I can do on this channel. Like I talked on podcast with Mr. Rambo about what I want to do on my channel more than just have a podcast, because I mean everyone's not into podcasts, so you can have like, I want to have variety content with different kinds of things. So one thing I'm looking to do is maybe tell short stories. I want to do a full novel or full book, but I think the best thing is just to get started with some smaller stories. So I will try to come up with something for that, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how it goes, and also hopefully they will feature some fan fiction thing from our Twitter, amazing Twitter conversations. You who don't follow me on Twitter maybe not know this, but Duck, Rachel on Twitter, and me, we are supposed to be a abortion couple. Supposedly. I will stick to that. I don't know what it is, but it's bonkers off the wall abortion style to everything. And so Layla, the one who started to all of this, she has this, is going to do fanfic. Also, Rumbortian Doorman is also gonna do a fanfic. So it will be featured in this channel, and I will read it personally. So that's going to be a thing. And also, I've been thinking about I want to do machinimas. And for you who don't know, I don't mean the company. Machinima is when you have a story within, make like a video, like TV series, and like you do a like Snarsman Hole Punch, but when in a game, for instance. You can't really. Minecraft is a big thing where you can do that. I want to do something around the story thing with some game. I have couple of the ideas to it. I still have an idea for doing with Minecraft, but I will see if I can make that happen, because there are some limits to it. And I also have recorded footage of me doing like NHL 13 with I do like only one player with John Rambo being the I named the guy John Rambo. So I've been, and that's going to be more like a story thing. It's not much about the gameplay of it. It's just about the story of it. So I think people could enjoy it even if they don't like, because it has storylines, and mostly people love stuff that has storylines in it. So that's also one of the ideas. Then I have done some have smaller ideas for like doing just one XCOM Enemy Unknown. I had ideas for, I had Assassin's Creed 3. I had an idea for doing that. I have also almost done a full one, but the problem is getting the execution right, because that's my biggest problem right now. I have great ideas. I have great humor in them, but you have to have the punchline being at the right time, and it have to sound funny. And so far, because the Minecraft thing that's uploaded in on Mark Crown Stories, the New Year Minecraft special, in my head, if I had made the execution right, it would have been so much more funny, but it didn't work at all what I wanted it to work. Mostly because I do all the voice acting in it, but also just it hard to get it right. So that's why I'm struggling to do that. So now I've talked mostly about what happening to this channel, because I feel like I can say in this video in the beginning that it's more an update video ish, and then I hope to do my Austria trip this weekend. I feel like it's about time, and I see no reason why I shouldn't be able to do it. And yeah, so what else should we talk about today? I've been listening mostly to Smooth McGrove on YouTube. You have to watch his channel. He does a cappella versions of retro games like Zelda Ocarina of Time, Mega Man, Sonic, Metroid, Street Fighter, Chrono Trigger, the list goes on, Donkey Kong, and he's fucking amazing at it. If you haven't listened to, just go on his channel and listen to him, because I mean I just humming it all day, and yeah, it's so amazing. Also, when I back to channel things, I've been thinking of doing a vlog type of show where I talk about one TV show, one movie, one anime/manga, and one game. So at least 3 out of 4 of these elements are gonna be in every week. So because I don't watch that many movies, so movies are probably going to, or I maybe go and talk about the older movies I would like to share that I love, and so maybe do that. So I really think of maybe doing that. It's not gonna be like that in depth, because it's just gonna be a shorter video, like 5 minutes, long, maybe longer, maybe shorter, I don't know, but I want to do something like that where I just cover what the series is about, why I watch it, or and then give you my honest opinion why you should watch it. Sort of like that. And if you're not into manga, then just you don't have to, or anime, or you're maybe not into TV shows or stuff, or just into games, then you can just watch the game part of that one. So yeah, that's what I really want to do. I just want to, and maybe I don't even want to bring up stuff that you should watch. Maybe I tell you about stuff. Maybe I can. This is this is like the episode where I come up with ideas. Well, I'm in such a mood to think of crazy shit. So, and I also I mentioned a little bit about the dare thing, not to do dares. It's hard for me to pronounce it perfectly. Where I have for instance, a friend who dare me to do something, and I dare him, and then the one who can't do it have a punish thing, or I don't. That was my idea to it all, and it's, when I when I replayed sort of how it could end up being in my head, I'm just no. Now I have said it to you on the podcast. You're gonna make me do it. Why did I say this? I can say it maybe happens someday, because I want to put myself out there more and challenge myself. Okay, so I'm completely lost myself. Yeah, so I want to do kind of more challenge myself as a person to go and get more things and just dare to do stuff more. But well, that's just my thought to it. And yeah, so one thing that if you are I don't want to see how crazy I am in the head. That's why I'm saying stuff like if anyone read Harry Potter, you know that there are half giants in that one. And one thing that has always bothered me about is half giants. So they're telling me that the normal-sized human had sex with a giant. I'm seriously saying, what the fuck? J.K. Rowling is as weird as me. What the hell? How is that supposed to work? I mean, it only can happen between a normal male human and a female giant, because let's face it, a male giant with a female human woman, it wouldn't work for reasons that we all could understand. Yes, I'm seriously talking about this. Yeah, so I just thought that was weird. I have to try and do this Pottermore thing again and see if she has commented on it at all. So yeah, we just have to see if she. I wonder if. It's just. That's the kind of thing that bothers me sometimes. stuff that can't really make sense. Okay, 50 minutes in, and what the hell am I supposed to talk about? Had a nice night yesterday. Talking. I recording this on a Wednesday because I can and I will, and no, it's because I'm usually home alone on the day on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so it's just easier to not be disturbed or get other audio things in the background and stuff. Okay. What kinds of stuff have I been doing lately that you could be interested in knowing? It's sad. I'm gonna work next week, as I said on the podcast with Rambo, and it's a personal assistant to my uncle, who is you can say mental challenge. I think I told this last time I was. I don't really want to work as a personal assistant, and that's the kind of work I have been doing this couple of years. Also working at the kindergarten, and that's kindergarten is fun. I love playing with kids and that sort of stuff, and I want to have my own kid someday. That's one thing I really want, because I love kids, and yeah, sure, kids can be hard in the beginning, but we all deep down just love them. And yeah, so that's where I have been recently scrapping the idea of me going to study in America at this point, because I've been into loop where I trying to find work to get enough money so I can study and in abroad, but it have never happened. So I've been in sort of a limbo for a long time. So I've been going to just study here in Sweden and do something. Maybe not a long time study thing, maybe something that's just focused is about a certain job. Like they're usually only like 2 years, 1 or 2 years, those education, and always, and they have a lot of you go out on internships and stuff, so you get the practice of that job. So that's kind of thing I'm looking for to do. So yeah, it's kind of being a kind of episode about me-ish. This one added with some weird thoughts I have. Oh my god, I've been bad at reading stuff. I've been but I like to listen to audiobooks, but my biggest problem is I don't kind of if I think sometimes they should have record stuff. I know it's a very long thing to record. It's like so many hours. For instance, I'm listening to Game of Thrones, the book 4, and it's like it's say 1.3 days is the estimate of time. I mean, recording all that and re-recording some stuff, and it takes time. But for instance, the dude who is doing the audiobooks for Game of Thrones. I fucking hate his voice. No, I not hate his. I don't like listen to older males doing audiobooks. Like this dude he's maybe sound like he's 50, 60. He's older at least. You can hear that, and it's the voice he has is just it's really annoying to listen to for that amount of time. And when I do my audiobooks, you're gonna hear me sound really different, because I'm gonna so bloody hard focus down on doing on like neutral accent as much as possible. It sounds weird to have a neutral accent, but it's easier when you, for instance, my accents really come forth that I don't have this as my natural language, because I have to always think of everything I say, and so it takes my brain have to process everything I say, so it takes longer to have the words reach my mouth. And also my accent is on some types of words are more of the accent of my Swedish. So that's a thing. Yeah, so Game of Thrones. I have skipped the first two books because I can't go. When I watch something on TV, I can't go back and just listen to something that has been. I listened to the third book, even though I watched whole third series of. I won't spoil anything because I don't. I don't really want to spoil anyone. So third book, I sometimes it's a double-edged sword. What his style. With George R. Martin. It's because really when he's doing the style he's doing of everybody is like how they would think and how they would act in a world like Game of Thrones, where everybody is betraying everybody and like that sort of stuff. So I understand he does it like gets inside of that person and would he do, why would he do that, or that sort of stuff. But in the books it's very, very hard to like anybody. I think it works for me. It works so much better as a TV series because I don't know, you don't really have to like somebody so much, and because you don't it's not that long. It's 10 episodes per season. It's not that much you have to, and honestly that's why it's better than the book in my opinion, because so much bloody boring bullshit in the book, so much nonsense, like why do we care about this so much. I don't understand. If I would have written those books, I would cut at least a third of each book almost. Or at least the third book. I would cut like a third of that. I mean, it's probably everything these people, some of the people that you're gonna understand what they did. They're gonna end up coming back in the long run maybe, but I don't know. I have a big problem with it. I'm currently listening to the fourth book, which is so. Third book had lots of things happening in it. Fourth one is so far. I'm more than halfway through it. Yes, I'm more than halfway through it, and some of the characters are interesting for me in the fourth one. Arya, for instance, and but there's so many characters. I I I hate Cersei. So fucking boring, all her segments. She's so fucking annoying. I wouldn't have centered anything around Cersei, any book around her. I don't know, she probably is centered in one of the first or second one, I don't know. But I have a real annoyance with that. So, yeah, just talking about Game of Thrones for a while. Well, I think people will enjoy listening to what I have to say about it. For me, Game of Thrones is good. But it's still not fully my cup of tea. Everything in Game of Thrones. That's just what I think about it. Because there's something I perfectly think that Breaking Bad, for instance, when it comes to TV shows, is one of the best TV shows of all times in history. It's but I don't really enjoy it that much, but I still think it's amazing. It's just that I'm not that interested in drugs and that type of TV shows where it's centered around drugs and that sort of stuff that Breaking Bad is. And but I still think I watch every episode because it is amazing. It has fucking amazing moments. But it still isn't it still isn't catered that much to me. But I can appreciate some stuff for what it is. Because I recognize that the story and the acting and that sort of stuff is amazing. And I really want to know. I mean, I don't know why, but I still watch True Blood. Have watched every bloody episode, and I never really liked it. This can tell you about kind of what the hell why am I doing that? But I don't know why. But honestly, I kind of like this season. I mean, this is one of few seasons I actually have enjoyed. True Blood, and it took them to go to like what are they in now? Season 6 or 7 for me to enjoy. There's some moments in it that I enjoy, but it's just fucking crazy, that show. And yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, new Suits episode have now come up. It's a great show. It's finding. I mean, it's getting more and more hype for every year. And I've watched since episode 1 because episodes that sound that they could be really, really great, I always try to um, watch. And if I missed, if there's something, some episodes or shows I put off, like thinking, I don't know really if it like gains goes to having like 2 seasons and it's on season 3 or something. I'm kind of reading up on it and see, okay, so people seem to enjoy it. Can I actually enjoy it? So then I just watched 3 or 4 or 5 episodes. I don't judge strictly on a pilot. That's I always thought was dumb. People who judge a show based on a pilot, you don't know if it's going to, even if it's good, if you don't, and you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing, then you watch the next one and you'll be like, oh shit, I may, and you maybe bought the whole DVD after just watching a pilot. I'm like, oh, I didn't really like this next one. So you really should watch at least 3. Okay, when it's in the beginning and just only aired 1 episode, then I can understand if you. But I would come back and watch. If you didn't really, you thought it was mad the first one, then wait until like it's on episode 3 or 4 or 5, and then just I watched it again and see if it picked up, if the actors have gained more chemistry, and that sort of stuff. So yeah, I really love TV shows. I mean, I have to watch as a I will have to watch Firefly. That's one of those bigger TV series that everyone loved that I haven't gotten myself to watch. I have it on my Netflix, so it shouldn't be a problem to watch it. It's just I want to watch it in like one go, and I haven't been in really the mood for doing like watch more than 1 episode of something, because I tried to watch the show Rookie Blue, which is a Canadian show, which is on like season 4 or something, but I trying to watch it from the beginning because I can't just jump into like a series like that. By the way, if you have Canadian TV and you don't want to watch The Listener, I'm gonna slap you in the face. I absolutely love that show, TV series. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's about this guy who is who has telepathy. It is no mind reader. It is isn't no, telepathy is when you can say stuff to people with your own mind. Yeah, and then he's a mind reader, or maybe I'm just completely screwing this up. But anyway, he's a mind reader, at least you can know that, and he's trying to always avoid using his powers. It sounds like he's some super using his gift or curse or whatever you feel like it, because it's set in so that it would be as like natural. I mean, like it could be a possibility that someone could have. You don't know why he has it. It's some sort of family who have passed down this mind reading skills over the years, but you don't really know, because after the first season they really moved on from that type of angle. They're probably gonna have turn up somehow in one of the seasons. But I'm quite okay with them not doing that, because I think that actually made the show so much better with them not trying to pursue that angle, because it made kind of like, because he's trying to help out the police. If he's a paramedic, so in the first 2 seasons he's fully paramedic, and then he gets third season he just gets into this task force when they learn about his, or the boss learns about his ability, and then it just moves on from there. It's season 3, one of the episodes there is 7th or whatever it is. It's one of few, if you watch it all the way through, and in the middle of that, in one of the episodes I started crying, because it's one of the most emotional, saddest episode I have watched ever. And when I watched that episode, I just can just tell you my feeling. I'm not gonna explain anything what that happened in it, but when the first scene happens, and you get like how the scene is, and you're like, oh fuck. You're like, oh my god, this is, you have that, you gain that dread feeling, because that scene is so like last time we see each other scene. You can now realize kind of what's going to happen in, maybe I ruined it for you if you watch it, but it's just such a sad episode. And oh my god, I still can remember the feeling watching it last summer. I was like, oh fuck, no, this isn't happening. Then you just watch the whole thing in dread, like you're getting more and more sadder. That's why I love TV. TV shows are so, but also if your movie is done right, like Perks of Being a Wallflower is probably now one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's, I think I told this about in another one, but it's just so, I really love it, and you should all watch it. It's it's a kid who goes to first year of high school. It's based in like late 80s, 90s. I think it's 90s, sometime during the 90s. And yeah, just watch it. I don't want to spoil. People that you might know, Emma Watson is in it. And Logan Lerman, the dude who is gonna play Percy Jackson in upcoming. In the second one, he's played in the first one. He's the main person in it. So, well, that's the. So, I had a fun time. It's kind of a different kind of style of me talking about TV shows, but just the feeling I had, and just the way I wanted to talk to you about this. It's yeah, I just felt in the mood to talk about this, so I talked about it. So I am at Morcon Story as usual, and thanks you guys for listening, watching, maybe subscribing. It's first time I said it. Sue me. And yeah, thanks you all the subscribers. I have now around 29 subscribers last time I checked. It's amazing. I have 71 followers on Twitter, so so I have double the amount of people follow, more than double on Twitter than I have on. Well, I'm more hilarious on Twitter, so I can understand that. Even though I make crazy videos sometimes in this channel. Just you wait until I release the unedited version on the intro for the show. Then people, you're gonna regret ever subbing to me, or you're gonna be like, oh my god, you're crazy, I instantly love you. So thanks guys for watching, and I will see you guys for podcast this weekend probably. Bye for the good times we had and the good times we're gonna have, and I can't really sing. Bye.